As a non-vegetarian Bengali, fish is one of my favorite food. Be it soup of katla or curry of pomfret, mustard hilsa, prawn malai curry or bhetki fish fry. Many people welcome fish into their daily diet. It is not unknown that different types of fish have different health benefits. Like fish are a rich source of protein, vitamin, fatty acids and different minerals. But have you ever wondered how does the business of fish happen in India? Hello and welcome to Via the Research, where we talk about business case studies, industry analysis and social issues. In today's video, we will study the fish business industry in India. We will look into the ecosystem of the industry and identify different existing issues in the industry. Based on this, we will try to find some business opportunities for you guys. So without any more delay, let's start. Fish business is not a new thing in India. We have a coastline over 7,500 kilometers plus so many lakes, rivers and ponds. Since ages, fishing has helped people to not only satisfy taste buds but also earn money. It is known that fishing was a common occupation in the Indus Valley civilization. Archaeological and literary evidences say that this civilization is more than 9,000 years old. During this time, people used nets, hooks and traps to catch fish. During the time of Chandragupta Maurya, in around 300 BC, Chanakya composed the famous Arthashastra. His proposed taxation system talks about a licensing fee of 16.67% from fishermen's profit. This shows the prevalence of fishing during that time. Purananuru, a part of the great Tamil Sangam literature, was written between 300 BC and 300 AD. It contains hundreds of hymns, verses and stories about kings, wars and public life. These literary works mentioned that people ate fish at that time and fishing was a common occupation for many people who lived in coastal region. On top of that, it was also mentioned that this occupation was able to bring abundance to the fishermen's families. The first Tamil epic Silapathikaram, which was written in 5th century, talks about daily lives of normal people in India. This epic has mentions of selling fish in the market. Fishermen used to sail to deep waters during night times to catch fish. Not only fresh fish, but dried fish were also in demand among the public. Dinghy boats were used by small-scale fishermen. The earliest Bengali literature, like the Charjapad, which dates back to 11th century, also has mentions of rice and fish being staple food of the people living near Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers. Another Bengali epic, Manasya Mangal, also has mentions of fish dishes that were served in the wedding of the protagonists, Behula and Lakhinder. When foreigners invaded India and started ruling, they exported fish from India. In the late 19th century, the British developed India's fishing industry for commercial purposes. They built harbors and introduced mechanized boats and trawlers. Fish exports from places like Bombay, Madras and Calcutta ports grew substantially. By the 1950s, India was one of the top fish producing nations globally, with 3.5 million tons annually coming mostly from inland sources. In the last 50 years, Indian fish business has seen many changes due to the technology and plant infrastructure. Deep sea fishing, prawn farming and other types of fish farming were introduced in the industry to meet the demands and increase the yield. Different government schemes were introduced to help the fishermen. As per the Ministry of Fisheries, the Indian government has allotted more than 20,000 crore rupees to encourage development of fisheries in the time period of 2020 to 2025. The Indian ecosystem of fish business is comprised of 2.8 crore fishermen, vendors, fish farmers and other workers. During the financial year 1950, India's fish production was 35 lakh tons. In the financial year 2019, this number has surpassed 135 lakh tons. As you can see, production of fish has increased steadily since 2011 and in financial year 2021, this was 162 lakh tons. Between 2014 and 2019, the industry saw an average annual growth of almost 11%. During British rule, India used to be 7th in global fish production. In 2020, we have obtained the 3rd position after China and Indonesia. In matters of exporting fish, India holds the 4th position in the world. Last but not the least, we produce and export the most amount of shrimps. In financial year 2019, India exported seafood worth 46,600 crore rupees. It was seen that most small-scale coastal fishermen lack resources, so they could only catch fishes near the shore, which is harmful for the ecosystem. To solve this challenge, the government is creating exclusive economic zones of 20 lakh square kilometers to help the fishermen sail to high seas and catch fish sustainably. In Tamil Nadu, the state government has helped the fishermen with 2,000 trawlers for deep sea fishing. A fund of 600 crores has been allotted to the development of 5 major fishing harbours in Kochi, Chennai, Vizag, Paradip and Petuaghat. Apart from deep sea fishing, the government is providing help in inland fisheries as well. Now there are 7 major fishing harbours along with the 87 minor harbours in all over the country. After independence, the Indian government has given much emphasis on aquaculture rather than just fish capturing. Aquaculture means producing, breeding and raising fish and other aquatic beings. In terms of seawater fish production, Gujarat and Kerala hold the top positions in India. In terms of inland fish production, Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal are in the highest positions. It is seen that the annual growth rate of ocean aquaculture is higher than that of Indian aquaculture. Some other notable states are Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh and Karnataka. The most number of fishermen reside in Bihar, Assam and West Bengal. The most number of inland water bodies like lakes and ponds are available in Odisha, West Bengal, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Some of the major fish that are captured and sold in Indian market are katla, rohu, malli, tilapia, sea bass, catfish, shrimp and prawns. Price of inland fish has grown 6.7% per year since 2011. Whereas for marine fish, this is 12% per year since 2011. In India, most amount of fresh fish are sold in an unorganized manner. Some of the top fish markets are Chittaranjan Park, INA Market, Manikala Market, Bhaucha Dhakka, Ramnagar Fish Market, Kasimeru Fish Market, Crawford Market and Jagirod Market. Any business depends upon market demand. So it is also important to know the consumption trends. From 2005 to 2021, India's fish eating population increased from 66% to 72%. Almost 6% Indians eat fish daily, while 35% eat fish weekly at least once. Men eat fish more than women do, and people in rural area consume fish slightly more than urban people. Though Bengalis are taunted for their affinity towards fish, people of Tripura consume fish the most. People of Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab are the lowest consumers, whereas eastern and northeastern India along with Tamil Nadu and Kerala are the highest consumers. 75% of captured fish are sold fresh in the market, while the rest are used for manufacturing processed items. Demand for processed food made from fish has also increased significantly in the last decade. Processed fish items include frozen shrimps and prawns, dried and salted fish, etc. Major importers of such items are Southeast Asian countries, USA, Europe and Middle East. Shrimps and hilsa are exported the most, and some of the top brands are Abad Fisheries, Sea Saga Group, Silver Seafood, Ananda Group, Angel Plus Syndicate, etc. So we have talked about the history of fish business and current scenario in India. In order to understand the opportunities within the industry, you need to understand the ecosystem and operations in this industry. There are different domains of fish industry like aquaculture, fish capturing, wholesaling and retailing, processed item manufacturing, fish waste management, and providing resources to fishermen. Aquaculture is fish farming where fish are raised, and this can be done in many ways. Traditionally, in inland, ponds are used for farming fish. This can be done in inland and also in coastal region. In large water bodies like lakes, rivers and seashore, fish farmers also use nets to create protected area where they grow fish naturally. In artificial water reserves like in raceways, fish are raised in long rectangular shallow channels through which water flows continuously. Recirculating aquaculture systems are closed-loop systems where fish are raised in tanks and the water is continuously filtered and circulated to minimize water usage and waste discharge. In case there is coastal scarcity, a farmer can use microorganisms like Bacillus, Pseudomonas, Nitrosomonas, Aspergillus, or photosynthetic bacteria. These microorganisms can turn fish waste into biomass or break them down into organic materials. This technique is called biofloc. Another technique is aquaponics, where wastewater is passed through a soil bed where plants absorb the nutrients. After the water passes through the soil bed, it becomes clean enough to get pumped back into the fish tank. Some plants used on the soil bed can be spinach, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, marigold, etc. Another lesser known place to do fish farming is water reservoirs. In water reservoirs near dams, cages can be installed where fish can be raised through in situ breeding. In Odisha's Hirakud Dam and Jharkhand's Chandil Dam, the state government is offering help to entrepreneurs to take part in cage aquaculture. In most cases, state governments develop and manage infrastructure around different rivers and water bodies for practicing aquaculture. As an example, Chhattisgarh government manages Mahanadi and Godavari rivers and regulates fishing there. The state also has 6 fish hatcheries. In West Bengal, ports like Sonarpur and Fraserganj are regulated by state government and they provide facilities and opportunities to fishermen. In order to open your own aquaculture farm, you need to legally own a water body and get a license to commence the business. As per WALTA Act 2002, government institutes like NFDB, DIFA, IAFS, DMF, etc. can provide you with such license. If you want, you can also contact government institutes who offer adequate facilities in existing water bodies. There are a lot of government subsidy for anyone who wants to take up aquaculture in India. If you want to know more, then you need to do your own due diligence. As an example, you need to study about suitable tank size, suitable environment to get good yield, fish food and other aspects. As you can understand, the main motto of aquaculture is to meet the market demand. The first step to sell fish is to actually catch the fish. Commercial fishing is the relevant business where fishermen use different techniques to catch the fish. In deep waters, trawlers are used to sail far from seashore. These trawlers are equipped with sturdy nets and other resources to catch huge amount of fish. In such methods, these nets can go as deep as 200 meters in the seawater. In shallow waters, trawlers can drag a net along the seafloor to catch fish. In rivers, nets are used to encircle and capture entire school of fish that come swimming into it or come during tides. This is called purse seines, but this is banned. Gill netting is a technique where a net is suspended in the water. When fish try to pass through the nets, their gills get stuck and they get caught. Traditionally, small-scale businessmen use pole lines to catch fish in pond or lakes. This is also considered a hobby for many people. Another technique is to use harpoon to catch fish. This is often used during deep water fishing when large fish are caught. Harpoons are shot at the fish to catch them. Fish like whales, sharks and swordfish are caught using this technique. Trapping is another traditional method where a hole is dug on shore beside riverbed when there is no tide. During tide, water level rises and the hole gets filled with water. fish also comes along with water and gets inside the hole. When water level gets reduced, the fish that remain in the hole get caught. One of the challenges in fish capturing is bycatching, which means catching fish that cannot be sold. These can be fish or any other marine lives that are inedible or too small or too big for selling. There are different species of turtles and sharks that are endangered and fall under bycatch category. You might have heard that a lot of people are against the sale of fish with eggs, because if people consume fish eggs, then in future there can be scarcity of fish. So pregnant fish can also be considered bycatch sometimes. As per Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, 30% of all captures are bycatch, and in deep sea this percentage is higher due to low controllability. The government has identified this threat and has imposed guidelines and code of conducts for fishermen. Purse science has been banned for this reason. Central Institute of Fisheries Technology has invented different devices that can detect non-target species and avoid bycatching. Government and different NGOs are creating awareness in this aspect. If you want to enter this domain, you need to be aware of such restrictions to avoid penalties. After fish is caught, it is sold to customers. Most fresh fish in India is sold directly in the market. The customers can be wholesalers or retailers. B2B customers buy fish directly from fishermen and then they sell in B2C market, like to normal people, restaurants, hotels, etc. In coastal states, B2B customers can easily contact the fishermen to get supplies. There are many wholesale markets where retailers buy fish. Some examples of wholesale markets are Sassoon Dock in Mumbai, Howrah Fish Market in Kolkata, Kasimedu Market in Chennai, Munambam Harbour in Kochi, etc. Aquaculture farms also market themselves as B2B sellers. Many wholesale marketplaces organized auctions where B2B buyers can beat the highest price to buy lots and then sell to B2C customers or other retailers who are far from coastal regions. Some popular B2B fish auction companies are Fish Miles and Captain Fish. As you can understand, in this whole system, there is a need of different resources so that the whole operation can run smoothly. Someone has to help aquaculture farms to build the raceways or RAS. For this, different machinery and technologies are needed. Similarly, for biofloc and aquaponics, someone needs to supply microorganisms and plants. Someone needs to manufacture feeds so that fish can be fed and raised. Some examples of such businesses are Growell, Skyridge, and Skretting. Fish feed can be prepared from items like chicken liver, chicken waste, earthworms, snail, fish waste, grain waste, wheat bran, etc. Someone has to manufacture nets, hooks, and pole lines so that fishermen can catch the fish. Boats and trawlers need to be built, and for that the motors, gears and chassis need to be manufactured. There are different boat manufacturing companies in India who are already in this business. Cost of a trawler can start from 20 lakh and go beyond crores based on size, materials used and equipment installed. There are many adverse situations that might happen during selling boats in deep waters. To avoid this, fishermen need safety equipment like life jacket, buoy tube, transmitter devices, etc. Manufacturing such safety equipment can also be a business opportunity. After a fish is caught, it takes time to reach the end customer. Therefore, a proper system is needed to save the fish from getting wasted. For this, cold storages and ice plants are mandatory. Refrigerated transport can also help B2B sellers to send fish to far away places in the mainland. There are many opportunities in fish industry in India, but by now maybe you are wondering which segment among all these can be suitable for you. This is why I want to self-promote my decision making course. If you can make fast decisions based on critical analysis, you can save time and energy. It will avoid confusion and build up your personality. In this course, you will know 13 ways to make decisions properly and also an easy blueprint to take big decisions easily. Contact for scheduling individual and group classes. The demand of processed fish is increasing and the amount of fish products being exported outside India is increasing annually. This can be a good opportunity to enter the fish industry because the competition is still low here. Some examples of processed fish items are canned fish, frozen fish, fish oil and powders, dried fish, etc. Some Indian companies who manufacture such items are Apex Frozen Foods, Abad Fisheries, Avanti Feeds, Devi Seafoods, Synthite Industries, and more. All businesses create some amount of waste after producing items, and the fish business is not an exception. In reality, fish business produces a high amount of waste. According to a report by the Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, India generates approximately 1.6 million tons of fish waste annually. This waste includes discards from fishing operations, processing wastes, and other byproducts from the business. Currently, only 30% of this waste is managed properly and the rest are dumped into water or disposed improperly. Such actions has implications such as water pollution and eventual depletion of marine resources, which means the number of fish gets reduced as they die while living in the polluted water. The waste also emits harmful greenhouse gas like methane. This contributes to climate change and it harms all of us. Fish waste can create a suitable environment for pests and insects. This can cause diseases to living beings. Such waste can also pollute the soil, and if there is agricultural land nearby, the grains or vegetables won't get enough proper nutrients and even turn toxic to consume. Improperly discarded fish waste can also pass through soil and mix up with groundwater. If people drink such water, it will cause diseases. Therefore, the business opportunity here is to manage fish waste. Fish waste can be used to prepare many things. As mentioned previously, food for aquaculture can be made with fish waste. Many fish contains useful enzymes, pigments, vitamins and other compounds that can be used in medical fields. Extracting fish oil and making omega-3, DHA or EPA capsules is not a new thing. Fish viscera contains trypsin and pepsin which help in healing and digestion. Different collagens retrieved from fish can be used to heal burns and wounds. Fish pigments like astaxanthin are used to prepare antioxidant cosmetics. Calcium from fish bones can also be used to create medicine. Availing fish waste is not a hard thing because it is available in any B2B or B2C fish market. To extract the useful elements from fish waste, one needs biorefinery infrastructure which can be capital intensive but may give a high return. Biorefineries can also be used to produce biogas and fuels from fish waste. As per a research done by multiple scholars of UK and Mexico, this can be done using anaerobic digestion, fermentation or chemical conversion. Some researchers also claim that using such food waste to create biogas can reduce CO2 emission by 42% because the whole conversion process will take much less electricity. The cost of the end product will also be low because of the raw material, that is fish waste, is easily available. 1 kg fish waste can produce 1 liter biofuel. Saying that, we have come to the end of this video. We have talked about the history of fish business in our country and also discussed the contemporary situation. We have briefly talked about the fish business ecosystem. There are different domains like aquaculture, fish capturing, selling, resourcing and waste management. There are many opportunities in this domain which you can explore. If you have found value in this video, let us know in the comment section. Also tell us what type of topics you want us to cover. Thanks for watching and we will return with a new topic. Dhanyabad.